You colored hard-boiled it.
Josh,
Boiled it.
Josh,
What?
your perception on life is so goddamn ridiculous, it's unreal. You don't eat
What is
chocolate
that
eggs
supposed
because
to
you think it's
mean?
hard-boiled.
You don't
No,
hard-boil chocolate eggs or they melt.
That's not
Josh!
what I meant.
We're
This
talking
is what
about
happens to you,
Easter
Josh.
eggs.
Your IQ just goes down.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Gamesforum podcast. I am your host, Rawgasm. With me this week, I have Deus Ex Machina,
Hey guys.
and we also have CatBug.
Hello.
And this week we also have Josh Play Something.
Hi.
Alright. Good intro, except I fucked up a little at the beginning, but whatever. It's considered better than last week's.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Could be considered
better
better than last week's. But,
Like, Colossal Marlene's.
Hopefully we have a good ending this time as well.
yeah, in fact we didn't kind of plan that, but whatever, we'll wing it this time.
It's gonna end terrible.
Yeah, it's going to end terribly. So, to avoid talking about how we're actually going to do this, let's actually do this. What have we all been playing? Joshua, why don't you start as your new...
Alright.
Fresh.
I was playing a lot of Forza Horizon, which I am determined to beat Liam's ass in almost every single speed
Dude,
trap and
You will
zone.
not beat my Aston Martin. Just do it.
I'm determined. Determination is
You've
strong.
got the determination, but you don't have the brains.
You're an ass.
Well done.
And let's see what else. I've also been playing a lot of, I restarted Pokemon Black 2.
Cool.
How is that, by the way?
Oh, I enjoy it thoroughly. I especially love the tournament mode. If I'm blanking on the name of it right now.
It's the, Battle Tournament Royale, come fuck my Pokemon, please.
Yeah, that. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
No, especially with all the, you're able to, like, re-challenge all the old, gym leaders, like, from Red and Blue and Sapphire. Sapphire is my personal favorite.
I liked Ruby and Sapphire. I like all
right.
the Pokemon's games.
Oh, yeah.
Right. If I do actually end up getting Black 2, I could actually be able to finally go online with it, seeing as I got a new modem.
Oh, cool. Cool.
But yeah.
I can do it with my 3DS, but not my actual DS.
I can only do it for my DS itself.
Mhm.
I still have to get a 3DS.
No, Black and White 2 is a very good game. I think it's a tad better than the original, just a tad though. Like, it was a case of story for me. Like, I hated the story in Black and White 1 because of Team Plasma. Like, half the time they were doing something, I swear they were just contradicting themselves. We're gonna liberate Pokemon, but first we have to beat the shit out of this other Pokemon first.
Yeah, that's how they work.
That's how it works.
In fact, aren't they like against capturing them, yet they have some for themselves?
Pretty much.
Yeah, it was weird.
But
Isn't that the case with every single... Actually, no, I was going to say, is that the case with every single enemy team, but it's not the same as...
really, because every team has a
Team
goal.
Rocket was... Sorry, go on.
Yeah, every team has a goal which they use Pokemon as tools for. This team's trying to liberate Pokemon so they don't get hurt anymore, but then they're hurting them and using them anyway. Against their will, which completely contradicts their entire goal.
You know, it is for younger children, but you can just tell they put some of the story in there for the older people to play.
Yeah.
Like,
The stories can be good, though.
But problem is, with Black and White 2, while the story is vastly superior, it's still not that interesting. Like, they don't really do much in this game.
Yeah, that's why I had a problem with my first run through. It took me forever because I just wasn't, like, attracted to the story at all.
Yeah.
I sometimes spend my time just leveling my team up because I'll always have that one Pokemon I have that just is lower than the rest by some margin, so I just do the whole XP boost because I never like touching that Pokemon. It's just
Yeah,
there
right.
because I'll either have a HM slave or it's just, it's just there.
Yeah. So what's your team, Josh? What's your team on Black and White 2?
See, I just started it last night, and I just literally just started the game. I chose, Tempig
Oh,
as my
Why?
starter.
why?
Because
Why did
I'm
you
an ass.
do that?
Because
Dude,
I'm an
it's like-
ass.
It's like, stupid because it's another firefighting.
It's another
Another.
fighting type, which is what learns one fighting move through level up.
Yeah, that's about, and even then, it's not the best move, is it?
It's Mark Punch, which can be used better, but it's really not for him at all.
Yeah, but
Yeah, the best one to get Oshawott. Not only is that little bastard cute, he is very powerful.
yeah, I used Oshawott for my first run through.
Yeah, same here.
And then you thought, I know what, I'll choose Tepig because that's a smart choice. No, it's not.
Yeah. After I beat it the second time, I'm using my action replay and doing it with the Kano starter.
You're one of those people that ruins Pokemon games.
No, what I do is I choose a different starter from a different region and use that instead of the starter that they give you.
Alright.
Or I'll just either that or a single Pokemon run. I'll do next. Like where you only just use like one Pokemon throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
Minus excluding HM slaves.
Yeah. Because you never guess what, they're HM slaves.
Yeah.
Oh god, I nearly died after that battle.
Have you ever tried like the Nuzlocke challenges and all that
Oh
on
my.
What
Pokemon?
is a Nuzlocke challenge?
Nuzlocke is I know what he's talking about. It's a
Give me a second
Sort
and
of
I'll
like-
bring it up and I'll actually say the explanation for it.
yeah. I
Da-da.
was thinking about doing one, but then I'm like, I don't have much faith in myself.
Here we go, the Nuzlocke challenge. Well, it's a set of challenges rather. It's not just one challenge. Let's see. The main rules are any Pokemon that faints is considered dead and must be released. The player may only catch the first Pokemon encountered in each area and none else. If the first Pokemon encountered faints or flees, there are no second chances. If the first encounter in the area is a double battle in the dark grass, the player may choose which of two Pokemon they can catch. While not exactly a definite rule, the general consensus is that players must also nickname all their Pokemon for the sake of forming stronger emotional bonds. Also not a definite rule, but the general consensus is that a blackout, whiteout is considered a game over, even if there are Pokemon left in the PC. You've also got optional rules like starter Pokemon is based off your trainer ID. If the last number is 1 to 3, the player starts with Grass type, 4 to 6, Fire type, 7 to 9, Water type. 0 is the player's choice. Adjusting the first encounter rule to ban duplicate captures. Let's see what else. Use the same amount of Pokemon as the opponent during a gym battle or rival battle. Banning the use of potions and healing items, relying on Pokemon centers for healing. Limiting Pokemon center visits. Banning the use of held items, limiting the numbers of Pokeballs. Banning Master Balls.
Pokeballs.
It's just like loads and loads. Them ones were optional though. The main ones are just like, if the Pokemon faints, it has to be released. And you can only catch
Yeah.
the first Pokemon you encounter in each area. And if it runs away or dies, you can't catch it until you go into a different area.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
You know what? I was actually really lucky when I played Black, and I think White was one with Zekrom, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I was playing that, and I managed to get a shiny Levany, and I managed to get it like fully evolved, so I was happy with that.
Cool. What have you been playing, Brad?
Just Saints Row the Third, and all its DLCs that accompany it.
Oh, those shitty DLC.
They're not that bad. They're funny, really more than anything.
Like,
I think they're just
I
there
think
for the
the
community
Gangsters
value.
in Space one was probably the best one. The
Oh
other
yeah, it was the
two,
best. It had a good story to it, really.
yeah, the other like you could understand that it was meant to be a joke in a
Yeah.
sense, but the other two, like the Genki Ball was just loads of mini games, which was
Oh,
fine. I guess.
it was okay, but that panda skydiving was a piss take. It was
Yeah.
just horrible.
And the oh, what's the other one called?
Trouble with Clones.
Oh yeah, that one.
That
That's
was
the
just
worst one.
3 really annoying missions.
It was really annoying missions, and seriously, they already screwed over Johnny Depp's character so much in the beginning of this game anyway. They just kind of pissed on the gravestone here.
I like
Literally.
the good thing was the superpower though, in a sense where you could run fast and do stuff.
It was
I did
alright.
like that.
The fact is, you were only allowed to use it for that mission.
Yeah, that
Yeah, I
was
thought
sad.
it would have
Able to
been
use it again.
a reward.
Like, the game offers you the DLC offers you so much, but never actually gives it to you.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's always excluded to just the mission.
Oh yeah. I mean, some things are okay. Like I said, I'd sort of put it in the order you did, with the Gangsters in Space one being the better one. But then again, in the Gangsters in Space one, I expected to get the weapons out of it as well, instead of just the vehicles, which was
Yeah.
just the sort of VTOL type alien ship and the little hover bike. That was just it. I was kind of disappointed at that.
Mm.
But they were okay overall, really. They just could have been... Saints Row stuff can always be better. It's never the top of its game, really.
I suppose there was never really a great Saints Row DLC. Like, it didn't have that many good DLC packs with Saints Row 2.
Oh yeah, some of them were just horrible.
Yeah.
Had no point to them. Like, I'm trying to remember which one it was. In fact, no, one thing that annoys people saying Saints Row the Third first is that zombie island. There's no point to that. I see no point to it.
There really wasn't much point to it.
What, where you got the zombie outbreak part of it?
Yeah, and if you don't have... if you don't go there beforehand, because normally you don't go there, there's nothing to do on that island, no activities. There's only a building, 2 buildings to buy. And if you don't also get the collectible that's there, you're pretty much screwed, because it's a human collectible. You have to actually talk to the person, and if you get there before after the outbreak, sorry, they're untalkable. You can't get them.
A little piss take as well is the whole the challenges, because
I was gonna say.
if you the reason why I haven't actually 100%ed the game is, and I've been meaning to do it the whole time, is once you've like bought everywhere and 100%ed Steelport, there's no longer the gangs, which mean I can't get the gang challenges, meaning I have to join people's games to get the gang challenges.
We were actually trying to do that together, weren't we? At one point?
Yeah, I've done it with a few people. I've done it with you. I've done it with a few friends, and I actually haven't. I've got quite a few of them
You get
down.
around, don't you?
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a
Double
few
bitch.
people that wanted me to complete it with them, so I kind of got quite a few of the challenges done. I think I've got like 37 out of 42 done.
Yeah, I will sit. Are we still talking?
What have you been
I'm
playing?
not sure what just happened.
I don't know. What have you been playing, Deus? What have you been playing?
Is it not you or is it Alex next?
Oh, it's me?
Yeah, go on then. Yeah, you can go first, Raw. Well,
Alright, I've been playing too many different things. Like, I was playing Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform because they finally patched the online, and now it actually works, which is the incredible thing. Like, there's no bizarre collision detection where you like graze someone and you fly straight off the stage for no reason. You can actually stay online without the game freezing for no reason. And just all these really shit things that happened with this game, they're finally gone. Only to find that the connection issues are still not that perfect. Like, I was trying to join my friend yesterday, and I couldn't join the lobby, which is fair enough, but the game thought I rage quit, so it deducted 100 points off of my license. So
that's pretty gay.
it is pretty gay.
That's stupid.
I've been playing some PlayStation All-Stars to get used to the new characters, which are Isaac from Dead Space and Zeus from God of War. Really fun to use characters. Really fun to use those two.
Any of them
But,
spammy?
If only I had a PlayStation.
Yeah, like, Zeus is very powerful, like, because the game is based around a super meter, he gains that super extremely quickly if he hits someone. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people use his, his forward triangle move, which, he fires, like, loads of lightning bolts from his hands, and if someone gets caught in that little trap, he gets, like, I don't know, about half the meter filled already. So he does that, if you can do that about 6 times, he instantly fills up his entire meter and just goes for it.
So would you say he's OP then? Really?
He's pretty OP, but he's fucking slow and really awkward to use.
He's OP but countable.
He's
Well, that
actually
makes up for it.
balanced for once.
Yeah. But, yeah, Isaac, on the other hand, is alright. He's alright. Like, he's pretty balanced. There's not... he uses a lot of guns from Dead Space.
Strangely enough, that's his franchise.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh.
April Fools.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. That's
April
today.
Fools I've heard today.
Well, it is a bit. Well,
Actually, I got April pretty bad.
Oh, really? Do tell. Do tell.
Yeah, well, someone sent me a link to a Steam-powered link, and I'm like, oh, I'll click this. And then it said Half-Life 2 Episode 3, and I'm like, I know this is just an April's Fools. You try to click anywhere on the page, it just comes up, you're an asshole.
have you seen the Google Smell one?
Yeah, it's actually, wait, no, it does work.
No, it does work, but you can't
Hold
smell
on.
what it is.
What's that?
But basically, you go into Google and you can do Google Smell.
Beef salad,
And
not
literally
with onions, though.
You can do waffles,
Not with onions,
and
though.
like apparently you're meant to be able to smell.
You can't help it,
waffles.
fine. That's
Hi,
fine.
Mom.
No,
Liam,
Mum sounds...
I apologize for that if you heard that.
Liam, tell your mom I said hi.
No, don't tell me.
Liam, your mum sounds fit.
How could you can't hear?
She sounds like
bullshit
a
you heard that.
dime.
We could hear her, like sort of.
What was she saying then?
We'd have to actually listen over again. You'll be able to hear it when we post it up. Anyway.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
The only other thing I've been playing this week is also Darkstalkers Resurrection, which is this Darkstalkers is this old Capcom fighting franchise. Like, it's not as popular as, say, like Marvel vs. Capcom or Street Fighter, but it was still a very unique fighting game out there. And it's pretty good. Like, it was done by the same guys who remade Street Fighter 3 Third Strike for Xbox Live Arcade a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Marvel vs. Capcom 1, Marvel vs. Capcom Origins last year, they also did that. And the netcode is fantastic. Like, barely any lag whatsoever. Just everything seems so crisp and so smooth. And it just really feels great to play in. Like, the games itself, they're really good. I mean, I never tried Darkstalkers before, but after playing this, I'm really interested in the series. Because it comes with 2 games, 2 of the Darkstalkers games. A lot of people play Darkstalkers 3 on it, which is, I think, is the better version, but Night Warriors is pretty good as well. But no, it's pretty good. I definitely recommend it. If you want to play a fighting game, play that one.
You know what? I'm done for fighting games after I touched Mortal Kombat. I am done.
Well, Mortal Kombat's overrated anyway, so...
It's not overrated, it's just everyone can be an ass at it. You don't have to be
But
good,
that's
you
like
just know
any
how to...
fighting. That's like any
Yeah.
fighting
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Though. Every fighting game has a spam character, pretty much that any new
Oh
can
no,
use.
all of them are spam characters. You go Scorpion, in fact no. The ones that can teleport, mainly being
Kung Lao.
Sub-Zero, Scorpion, and Smoke. And I used to be able to play Smoke so well. You could just teleport, hit them, teleport, hit them,
I'm
teleport.
surprised
You
they
could
don't-
just keep them in the air.
I'm surprised they don't balance that. I mean, like in Naruto, you've got a character that can basically move at the speed of light, but he is balanceable because
if you use it like if you awaken him and use it, you can't control it. It's basically luck where he appears, and it's easily countable, but it's basically teleporting.
That sounds fun.
Thing is, though, I'm actually surprised they haven't updated it yet since the new characters. Like
Who? Wait, Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat 9. I'm surprised they don't update that game anymore. Like
Because they feel it's fine, but to be honest, it's some characters are too OP. In fact, no one. To a degree, every character is overpowered too. It's if you can find how to use it.
it's to out cheap each other.
Yes. What
Kinda
game
like
were you
Monday
talking
Night
about that
Combat,
was like
then.
that, Raw? Oh, what game is it? Monday Night Combat. That was it.
Yeah, but no, I'm surprised that the game of all games doesn't get updated frequently. Like it's possibly one of the most successful fighting games this generation, or last generation, whatever you want to consider yourself in this one.
What game? Sorry, I blanked out
Mortal
briefly.
Kombat 9. It's possibly one of the most successful fighting game this year. But the fact that it's not getting an update surprised me because the likes of Super Street Fighter 4 is getting an update this year, like a really big one.
Mm.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Josh disbelieves that.
You disbelieve me, Josh?
I
Call
don't
me a
know.
liar?
I ain't calling you for supper.
What?
I don't know.
Wait, what?
Just
Call me
what?
maybe. Call me maybe.
You're not calling him for supper?
Nope.
That is out of order. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Nah, I'm good.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Okay. Those are what I've been playing this week. Which I've had a fun week, so
I might dust off Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
yeah,
That's-
I might do that as well.
I've been,
You guys can play together!
Oh my god, no way!
Shut up. I'm joking. I need to stop being so mean to you.
You really are an ass, Liam.
when
I
isn't
know,
he an
I-
ass? It's not just an ass to you. When isn't he an ass? That's the real question.
It's just in my nature.
Towards me, especially.
Yeah, towards you especially, because, I mean, you're Josh.
Towards anyone that isn't him.
Actually, I'm fine with Raw.
Okay.
Isn't that right, Raw?
Oh, Raw, you made a friend.
No, Liam's made a friend. I have plenty of friends.
Yeah, he has many. I don't even know what air is.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, so I guess that leaves with you, Deus, what you've
All
been
I've
playing.
been playing in the past week is RuneScape and League of Legends.
Oh, you started playing RuneScape?
Oh, I've been playing RuneScape a while actually. I've been slowly
Oh, right,
grinding my
sorry.
levels to 99. Well,
I actually want to start
say
playing it so I can
levels.
challenge Inti.
I say levels, but like all my other levels are basically like level 10, other than my fire making, which is 50, and my wood cutting, which is 75 now, which I'm slowly getting to 99.
God damn.
You know, one of my friends can't even run the new, not the 2007, but just the RuneScape that's there. He can't run it.
Wait, which one? Oldscape or the current like newish one?
The one that's like really updated, has like the high-tech graphics basically.
Yeah, you should try Oldscape then, because that's basically like the crappy graphics. The only problem is you have to actually be a member to access the Oldscape servers.
So that's the problem with me. That's the problem I have with RuneScape, and I know it's the same with every other MMO, but it's for that really everyone who's free to play has very limited access to the whole world because it is actually
Yeah.
a large world itself, isn't it?
Exactly. It basically gives you, it gives you the majority of its skills, but the problem is, if you want to get it to 99 without grinding forever and ever and ever, you have to be a member. Because
Do you get XP faster if you're a member?
yeah, because you get certain items that you like woodcutting, for example. You can cut certain trees that are member trees that get you more XP and more money.
Oh
Then
no! I meant like, do you just get more XP in general? Because it's like that with the
Oh
Old
no,
Republic.
you get the same XP. Like if there was a non-member cutting willow and then there was me cutting willow, we'd get the same XP.
All right, that's what I was wondering as well. Because the Old Republic has that. Everyone who's a member, including me, you get way more XP without an actual XP boost. You just get a lot more experience in general. You
Yeah.
sort of level up faster. I'm not sure whether I always seem to get boosted XP all the time, and I don't know how to do it. I'm scared.
The thing with like MMOs and whatnot, if you're a member, they make sure that you get benefits for being a member. Like for RuneScape, you get additional skills and whatnot, and
Yeah.
I think for World of Warcraft now, it's up to level 20 you can play for free. Where if you pay for your subscription, you get up to 70 and
90.
60 and
It's 90 now.
it's 90 now but that's also with all the
That's with the expansion pack,
all
yeah.
the
But
expansions, yeah.
if you pay for it, you do actually get up to level 70, yeah, you're right, because they put in the first expansion pack for free now.
Yeah, and then as soon as I guarantee you, like, give it, like, a few more years once they release, like, the next expansion, because it's sure as hell going to happen.
Yeah,
Like,
it'll
they're
keep
going to
going for
include...
years, that way.
Well, they're going to milk the series, aren't they, for as much money as
It's like
they can.
Final Fantasy.
the
Except
series
it
that will
doesn't
never
have to
die.
redefine itself every time, and usually cock itself over.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, guys. I think that's my dinner.
Dinner.
Brad's mum.
It's pretty much like, what I like about League of Legends is you can buy Riot points with credit cards, which obviously every other game does, but all the content you can nearly all buy with Riot points. You can also buy with battle points, or whatever they call it, which you get from winning and losing matches. But you can also get Riot points without paying for them. Like, I got to level 3, and it gave me 400 battle points, Riot points rather, which normally you have to pay for Riot points. So I do like how League of Legends is in that sense, because instead of paying, you can just earn it by just repeatedly playing, unlike other games where...
That's how games should be, like, for MMOs and whatnot. Like, they should benefit you for
in the sense,
playing
like
it more.
microtransactions in games, I don't see what the big fuss is about that, in the sense that as long as it doesn't give them something that we can't have, then why should we care? Because we're not going to use it. Yeah, it gives them the advantage, but we're not going to use it. We can still get what they're getting, but we're doing it the harder way, in a sense. We're doing it let's just actually earn it, basically, instead of chipping our way to it. I mean, if microtransactions start doing stuff like where you can get a certain gun or a certain attachment that others can't get if they don't buy the microtransactions, then that is unfair, because it gives them an advantage we can't have.
Yeah, like,
but other than that, I don't mind microtransactions. I'll never use them, but I don't mind them.
They did that for Call of Duty recently when they released the first map pack for Black Ops 2. They released the Peacemaker with the
Peacekeeper, but the Peacekeeper isn't all that overpowered. That's the best part. I mean, people can still counter. There is so many guns in Call of Duty that can still counter the Peacekeeper. I mean, everyone's like, oh my god, the Peacekeeper's a hybrid between an assault rifle and an SMG. Yes, it is, but it can easily be countered by the MSMC, the other... PDW. Maybe not so assault rifle-wise, unless you use the AN-94, but nearly every assault submachine gun, other than the Chicom, because the Chicom's a piece of crap anyway, other than the Chicom, any other assault rifle can counter, submachine gun rather, can counter the Peacekeeper. So it isn't unfair for those who don't buy the map pack, because it's not like they're at a disadvantage because they can get killed by an easier gun.
Yeah, but like, the thing is, like, it annoys me, like, you still can, if you don't have the DLC, then I think this is where Call of Duty is starting to realize that having all these map packs for people who are just, like, play the game and don't want to buy it, you are still able to use the Peacekeeper if you don't have the DLC, but you just can't equip it to any of your classes.
You can pick it up, basically. You can
pick it up, yeah.
Yeah, you can pick it up from a dead person, basically. But you can't actually equip it, so you start a match with it, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
I think that...
Which is okay.
Yeah, and it actually makes it, like... If you want to buy something just for, like, a gun or something, then what's the point? Because, like, I bought one DLC for Modern Warfare 3 back in the day, and I'm probably... I don't know why I did it, but I just thought
that's one Call of Duty I haven't actually bought the DLC for. I mean, I bought the Revolution DLC, and it was alright actually. It was better than what I expected it to be. I got my money's worth out of it. I'll say that much. I got my money's worth out of it, so it didn't bother me.
Yeah, I got my money's worth out of the DLC I bought for Modern Warfare 3
Modern
because
Warfare 3 I couldn't stand, so if I bought any DLC for that, it'd be a waste. Because I seriously wouldn't get my money's worth out of it, because I hated that.
No, like the first DLC, I bought the first DLC and I enjoyed the maps because it was, or didn't feel like it was copy and paste like like how Modern Warfare felt like when you first played it and whatnot.
Yeah.
What really pissed me off about that game though, little sidetrack, when they put up the terminal from Modern Warfare 2 on Modern Warfare 3, I'm like, great, Camping Central, USA. Or, yeah, let's go with that.
No, I gotta admit, I do like on Modern Warfare 3, the infection. That was a nice change.
Yeah. And it was just like, it was just really, I think what Modern Warfare 3 would have had like a bet, because I know people absolutely hated it because
on the average Call of Duty, I put in about 10 days gameplay. On Modern Warfare 3, I didn't even put in more than 2 days gameplay. I already just, I'd never traded it in. I would just basically gave up on it, and I've had it in my game area for ever since.
I feel like it would have done better if it wasn't released like a year after Modern Warfare 2, because like literally people were saying it. Oh, it's Modern Warfare 2, an expansion pack edition or whatnot. It was just like that's pretty much all it was, because all of Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3 was pretty much just copy and paste everything. Yeah. Whereas like the Black Ops games were they're different from 2 to 3. Maybe because the different time eras, because Black Ops 1 was Vietnam and Black Ops 2 takes place in 2033, 40...
2025, I believe.
2025, I'm terrible with numbers, apparently, too. Like, you got things within the game that made the game different from what its predecessor. Like, in Black Ops 1, you had things like the Dolphin Dive that revolutionized that
Yeah, well, it made a nice funny change, pretty much.
Yeah, like a sub-franchise. I'm just going to refer to it as a sub-franchise because it's a franchise within a franchise.
Yeah.
Like, then when it changed to Black Ops 2, they still kept it, but they also implemented new stuff like the like some of the attachments, which made it more like tactical and like more harder to counter, like the millimeter scanner, which is useful for if you're like trying to like wall bang someone with like a KSG or something. I can be completely wrong with what attachments go on what gun, but like you can be sitting there with the KSG and just wall bang people as they walk by, because the KSG even through a wall is a one-hit kill if from a certain distance. And then with what they did for Black Ops 2 was that they implemented the whole attachment point system, which and that made it so that way you have full control of what class of your class, of like what attachments go on it, what attachments go on it. You can take all your perks off and take off all your grenades. You can pretty much just run around with a knife and still have fun.
Yeah.
Which I think was a really nice touch.
I mean, they have made a few nice changes, but I mean, Call of Duty is Call of Duty.
It's still Call of Duty.
Yeah, pretty much. But I mean, okay, I liked Black Ops when it first came out, but I hardly play it now. I mean, I'll play it when the new DLC comes out, and I might play it for a couple of weeks. I'll play it during double XP events, because I'm nearly Master Prestige, because I only play it during double XP events, so it's easy to level up throughout a weekend. So I only really play it on double XP events, so as soon as I get to Master Prestige, I'll only be playing it when the DLC comes out, and then I'll just be packing up and not playing it at all.
Yeah, I think I'm only 3rd Prestige because I haven't been playing a lot of it.
I'm nearly 7th, so another double XP event, and I should be 10th. Or Master, rather.
And I just like finding how like, and even though with like Call of Duty, like people will just play it like the days on end and say like, oh, it's the best game
I used
ever.
to do
like,
that. I used to do Call of Duty 4 when that came out. I put about 70 days gameplay into that.
Well, like Call of Duty 4 was like, it revolutionized like the whole modern
Because it was the
warfare.
first one. It was the
It
biggest
was the
change between between any Call of Duty from Call of Duty 3 to Call of Duty 4. It was the biggest change online wise.
because Call of Duty 3 was World War II, I believe, or am I completely wrong
it
with my
was World
timeline?
War II, I believe.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I'm back, by the way.
Oh, hi, Liam.
You ate your
Oh.
fucking dinner quick.
You didn't want to miss anything. Got a problem?
I'll be eating my other dinner up here, so don't expect the little thing.
You have
Good, okay.
2 dinners?
Oh no, I just had like I had Kadamimu. I didn't have Kadamimu. That's not even a
What
thing.
the
Liam.
hell is that?
What did I have? I honestly don't know what I just ate. All I know
Oh
is
my
that it
God,
came with
Liam.
some salad and I ate it.
And it tasted nice?
Yeah, it was okay. It was breaded cheese.
Mm.
So, do we want to answer some questions? Or have
Yeah.
got any other
Yeah, let's ask
topics?
some questions. I think we strayed a bit too far. Actually,
Yeah.
before we do questions, I do have a Lutosh quote.
Oh,
Yay.
another Lutosh quote of the week.
Yeah, this is our only ongoing feature of this podcast. Lutosh quotes of the week. Okay, this is my one. It's in the Battlefield 4 thread. His post was, I hope this isn't going to be another game with Johnny Fat-Ass Murica defending his liberty from the commie Ruskies.
Yeah, I remember seeing
I
that.
think I saw that before.
I like that
Oh,
one.
boy.
It's not nearly as thought-provoking as the last two, but...
Give me a
Dude,
sec,
what's
I'm
your
just
name,
going to
please?
quickly peek onto his profile and his recent posts, see whether I can quickly think of one that I like, find latest
No.
posts.
No, Roy, you don't have to answer this if you get offended. But why is your name green?
Oh my god, you don't know what I've been through, man.
He was abused and used. That's what the green name
It's just too
means.
far, Alex.
Alright,
I don't mean in that sense, I mean he was abused as in punch.
No, shh.
Okay.
Just child.
But I can guarantee there'll be another Lutosh quote for everyone next week. Right. Let's do some questions. Inti asks, Mr. Podcasters, I have a question. Why does my arm itch so badly?
Well,
Yes.
do you remember that time that me and you went to Africa, Dan? Because I kind of put some mosquito paste all over your arm. And that's why.
You bastard.
Because he should use L'Oreal when he showers.
That's for your hair, dumbass.
Exactly.
What the fuck
I agree
was
with the
that?
dog. I agree with the dog.
The dog does not accept your bullshit, Alex.
Ain't that the truth?
Sorry.
Next question.
MCD, or as we all know him as Doomer, says, what are the podcasters' opinion on the so-called controversial female beauty thread? Did it help the general chat section with hundreds, thousands views, or is it useless and should be closed down?
Technically, it didn't get 100,000 views because it's only on 70,000, but yeah. Yeah, I don't think it should get closed down because it's food for thought in a sense. I mean,
Food for
and-
thought for
and-
those who wish to fuel their erections.
The problem is,
I have not opened this thread yet at all, and I
Don't.
don't really care to.
Don't.
well,
It has had a bit of
yeah.
controversy into it, but I mean, I have peeked into it and I did ask him to
The
post.
problem is that loads of newcomers come in and assume it's for porn. So as soon as people come in, they'll be like, "All right, this is some, I don't know, fucking
This is a
scat
great
I
forum,
looked
I'm
at the other
joining
day."
Because gamers and porn go along so perfectly with each other.
Oh yeah, they do. But I personally, I don't know.
I don't think it should be closed.
I
at
don't
all.
think it should be
no.
closed. I just think it should be moderated a bit.
Yeah, because obviously Lutosh, that the dastardly little rascal, he posted a link to a porn video, I think, on there.
Porn stars. Yeah, one of the other, yeah, he literally said, if you want nipples, then here. And I think it was Hannah that edited it and said it was obscene. And then Lou Tosh was like, but we all know everyone's visited that site, and like, but it's still obscene. It doesn't matter what members do in their private time. She said something like that, if I remember rightly.
I don't
Oh
want
my
Lou Tosh to
goodness.
change,
He may
to
be-
be honest.
He
So
may
it is
be one of the
people-
most obscene posters, but he is by far one of the funniest people I've ever met.
Yeah.
I've not even spoke to him, actually.
I
He's
haven't
just
spoken to him either. He just fascinates me.
I think we
I
should
just
start a
met him-
Lutosh Appreciation Club.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right?
Let's just
Like-
put
Yeah,
this
but he might
podcast...
get a big head.
No, he already has one of those, Alex.
Good point. Well, that does like counteract other parts. His big head does.
Like, honestly, I've just met the kid today, and like, I threatened that put his hands to it, belt sander, because like he asked me what a vacation was. I'm like, I think Eric, you were there for that. I'm like,
Yep.
can I hear him now or later?
Now. I mean, if you've seen any American movie, which, sorry, but 99.9% of the movies now that come out are American, or at least have American actors in them, they say vacation.
What's vacation? And he asked me what French toast was. I'm like, I could
That
understand.
I
'cause
believe he was trolling. He might have been trolling the vacation as well. He might have just done it as a troll. But he was definitely trolling the French toast.
Stop saying troll.
Troll la 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 la.
Where are you going
La,
there?
la, 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 la,
Speaking
la.
of that pesky rascal, the Touche,
The
um,
whoosh.
he has posted some questions for us.
Oh,
Alright,
goodness.
what is the best way to crack open an Easter egg?
As Brett said, a hard on.
Nope.
Hey, I'll say. Not you. I came up with it. Right, basically, you get some scientific shit, like some lasers and shit, and then you plant the laser inside the egg without actually opening the egg at all,
And shit.
and that opens it.
And shit.
Speaking
Shit.
of eggs, on TV there was like one of the world's biggest eggs, and within the egg there was another egg. Literally, the chicken gave birth to a massive egg, and within that egg there was another egg.
Oh, I think I've seen something like that before. I think it's
Well, you-
called inbreeding.
It was
you
on
do,
like
right?
Easter eggs live like the other night, and it was literally this
Oh!
egg massive. And
The
then
other night, you mean yesterday.
Yeah, and then they smashed the egg open, and within that egg, within that chicken egg, there was another egg.
Huh.
That's the bit weird.
Eggception.
Then the real question is, which came first, the egg or the egg?
I think he just completely fucked up that
The
quote.
No,
It's
no, I
both
done that
things
intentionally.
Get out of
That's
here,
the egg.
Alex.
I'm pretty sure you messed up that quote, but okay.
No, I did. I
Um,
intentionally messed it up because there was two eggs. There was no chicken. There was two eggs.
Well, what's in the second egg? It's got to be a chicken, so therefore the chicken came first. Or was it the egg?
No, it was a yolk. It had not formed into a chicken yet.
What are we arguing about?
I have no idea.
Right,
The
I'm
I-
best
arguing
way to
for the
crack
sake of
open an
argument.
Easter egg, right, is you drill a little hole into the top of the egg, then you shove gunpowder down that little hole, and then you get a match, light it, and light the gunpowder.
what happens if it's a hard-boiled chocolate egg?
Yeah, Josh.
Then it won't work.
Nope.
Huh?
Then it
Nope.
won't work. You just have a fire inside the egg.
I've got the best way to open the egg. You put it between your butt cheeks, and you crack it.
This has already gone a bit too far with the butt. I mean,
Okay,
let alone
um,
put cheeks.
I
Right.
said what?
Can we just move on to the next question? 'Cause,
Yes.
yeah. Lutosh asks, what would be the best cheats from any game to have in real life?
God mode. I'm sorry,
No.
but I would love controlling other people with God mode.
God mode means that you're invincible, Alex.
Yes, but you can also God mode as in take control of other characters, as in God mode other characters.
What God mode? What game in God mode are you talking about?
It's a general...
Yeah.
Well, then again, it's not in the game, that's the problem. I'm speaking of the bloody...
You just made it up.
No, it's not made up. It's in...
That's like
literature,
a
it's not in
programming
game.
thing.
No, Ooh, yeah. Then again, yeah, if it was game, it wouldn't be God mode in the game. But what would it be in the game then?
I would like to action replay my own life.
I would
I
agree.
wouldn't. My life's boring.
Yeah, like, you know, there's a wall in front of me, I might as well just use an action replay to walk through walls, and then... about that, and...
I would love some GTA cheats. Just casually get an RPG.
Unlimited ammo. Bottomless clip.
Yeah.
flying cars.
The Pokemon cheat where you can do Pokemon Red without having any Pokemon, and you can get past the Elite Four without fighting. Where you literally
Oh
just,
yeah, I seen that. That was hilarious.
you can literally complete the game within a matter of minutes. Because you just walk
Yeah, I think
through
it was-
everything.
I think it was 5 minutes, I believe. Like 5 minutes and some odd seconds.
Because you won't go to all the other areas, you literally just cut straight off to the Elite Four. And you
Yeah, because
straight past them.
he walked straight through to the Victory Road. He walked through the outside layer of the Victory Road. Walked right into the Pokemon League, the Indigo Plateau, and then he just like walked straight through everything, walked right through the doors.
So
Cheating bastard.
Fastest way of completing Pokemon. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like red, yellow, silver, and all that you could do it on.
Yeah,
Like the first ones for like the Game Boy.
yeah.
That'd be
Next
a pretty neat
question.
trick. Actually, I know what cheat I would have. Yeah,
that?
no, I don't actually.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
God damn it, Alex.
It wasn't a cheat, that's the problem, it was for superpower. And then I thought, wait, that isn't technically a cheat in the game.
Well, mine's would probably be action replay. Because, you know, you could just, you know, spawn infinite Master Balls. Who doesn't want that?
Yeah, right?
Alright, last question from Lutosh is, what's the most inappropriate thing you've ever said in front of your family member?
I don't-
Yeah, I could answer this
What?
very well. I didn't know what the word MILF meant when I was younger.
Oh god, I already know where this is going.
Well, my mom was asking me if I wanted a drink, and I asked her for a glass of MILF.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that escalated quickly.
It didn't actually, like, go well. I just said, yeah, it's milk, isn't it? And that was that conversation done. Like, they never spoke to me for,
Until
like, a
7
day.
years later, you finally found out what it meant.
7 years later? No, I was about 14 at the time.
Oh,
No, I wasn't 14 yet. That makes it sound really bad. I wasn't 14 yet. I need to
that makes it
remember.
sound like
First
2 years
year.
ago for you.
Hold on, no, 3 years actually.
The most inappropriate thing I can't say because I think it's racist.
I don't care. We don't care. We can bleep it out. It's fine. If it's too racist, I want to hear it.
I don't want to say it now.
Is it as racist
Um,
as Bar Bar Black Sheep?
No,
Baba,
no,
black
it's even
sheep,
worse.
have you any wool? Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Three bags.
Let's-
I have just seen the scariest
let's just
thing
put it
in
this
the
way.
general chat.
Let's just put it this way. Like, I was playing hide and seek with my mum on holiday, and and I said, I spy with my little eye something begin with S, and it was a black man. Sooty.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. You guess how old I was when I did this?
8.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was the
That's
luckiest
not
guess
even
I've
a
ever.
joke.
Can I
I was
just
a
say,
real
I've just seen one of the
racist cunt back in the
scariest...
day.
I've just seen the scariest thing in the general chat on the Old Republic.
Oh god.
I don't know
the
what...
gay planet?
No. I honestly have no idea what was going on. I just saw only if he drives buses and you have a large tub of Vaseline. I want to know where that conversation
Oh,
came
the
from.
chat
I'm not
box.
gonna... Yeah, the chat box. No, not our chat box.
Oh.
It's the general chat in the Old Republic and you're like,
Oh.
yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure someone said Vaseline in the chat box earlier on. I think it was
Probably
Dan.
Lutosh.
Oh, it
Probably
was
Lutosh.
Lutosh.
No, I said it to Lutosh.
Ah, you said it.
That miscreant.
No, because again, with me threatening to take his hands to a belt sander. He said something about
Sleep.
no, because he said something in retaliation, and I said, bring the Vaseline, and I will make it a party. And like, what kind of parties do you go to? I'm like, American ones.
Is it in the showers?
apparently, learned today that American people have parties whilst rubbing each other with Vaseline.
It'd be a better
Yep.
world if it was gasoline.
Yep. Anyway, the most inappropriate thing I said to my parents,
I can't wait for this.
or family member, I was about maybe 9 or 10. So then, and my older brother was over because for God knows what reason. It was me, my older brother, my mom, and my dad all sitting on the couch watching TV, and I can't remember what movie it was, but the only thing I remember was Jennifer Lopez was one of the actresses.
Oh,
And
that's clearly the Iron Giant.
I was thinking Titanic.
Do you mean Shrek?
Yes, Shrek. No.
Well, anyway, you were watching a movie.
Yeah, and my brother, being the smart ass that he is like, so, what, my brother whispered in my ears, would you want to fuck her? And I'm like, yeah, I would want to fuck her. And my dad just starts laughing hysterically. And my mom's like, what did you just say? I'm like, nothing, Mom. I was
I
like,
was expecting this to be a lot funnier, but it's still goddamn funny. It's classic Josh. Quite literally.
What, simple-minded?
yes, it was.
I found it funny.
No, I found it funny. I was just saying.
It was. Again, I was like 9 or 10, so I was like more oblivious than I am now, which is actually a lot worse now that I think of it.
To be honest,
Well,
Josh, you
hard-
thought that chocolate eggs were hard-boiled.
All right, we get it. I tried the hard-boiled chocolate eggs because
You actually tried it?
It wasn't an egg, was it, afterwards?
no, it was just mush.
Did it look like shit?
Yes.
Did it look like
It
shit?
looked like one of them runny ones, though.
Oh, shut up, Alex.
The Hershey squirt.
Please
More than a
stop
squirrel.
talking. I'm about to eat my
Let's move on to the last question.
Oh,
The very
Dennis.
quick one. Yeah, the Xanasis. He says, with cinematic experiences open yet empty worlds headed with the illusion that you can quote-unquote do anything, limited gameplay with the only excuse being that everything else balances out. Fuck, I'm not reading the whole thing.
Just ask the question.
Yeah. Do you think that the industry is in decline and needs to take a look back at what made the game so great in the past, or are companies too greedy and desperate to stay in the business and they need to pander to the current core gamer?
They're greedy, yes. But again, like I was saying, microtransactions, as long as they don't offer something that people who don't buy the microtransactions can't get. So let's say a gun, that if they buy a gun through microtransactions, but we can't get it unless we go microtransactions as well, it doesn't bother me because it gives us still the right to not pay for them. So why should it bother us? If people want to cheat for the game, if people want to cheat to have an advantage, go ahead. But we don't have to, so it doesn't have to bother us. In a sense, on the microtransaction bit you said. But yeah, companies are getting greedy. They're looking more at them, not all companies, but the likes of the bigger ones are always getting greedy and looking at the way to make more money.
The problem is, the companies are scared this generation. They don't want to take any more risks. They just want to be successful in order to just stay alive in this business now.
Because the thing is, though, like, the companies are paying more and more money to make their products flashier and more noticeable, so that way people get attracted to it by first sight.
Yeah, what I hate the most is when, for money, they prolong a game series beyond what it should be. That's what annoys me the most. If they bring out another game in a series where they shouldn't, just because they want to make money on it.
I believe, like, the Gears of War did that just recently with Judgment.
Yeah, but Judgment's story was okay. It wasn't. I've seen what it didn't ruin Gears of War in a sense because yeah, okay,
No,
it was a
good.
prequel. It's a prequel, so it couldn't exactly ruin it. But it wasn't bad. I mean, I enjoyed the campaign.
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
like
it definitely wasn't the best. I preferred it better than 3 personally. 3's
Yeah, but,
campaign was stale, other than a few bits.
anyway, back to my rant. Because and with game, like that's the problem with major companies. They want to make their products more and more flashy and noticeable, whereas classic games, they didn't have the ability to make games look like they were brand spanking new and more realistic, whereas they actually just focused more on gameplay, which
It's
I think
not
is
about-
a better selling
It's not
point.
not about innovation anymore. It is literally just about what sells. Like, Mario probably wouldn't be around if it didn't sell. Like,
Yeah,
That's like
I
most
really
games.
want-
Though statistic I heard was a game like the lower games, obviously not the bigger games from the bigger companies, but like from the average lower company games that aren't A-class companies, it only takes 20,000 people to buy a game for it to be considered as to consider having a sequel. It only needs 20,000 people to buy a copy. From what I heard,
You know,
I
I
don't know
think I
if
might
it
buy
might
a
have went up
game
now.
today.
Problem is, the cost of making games is rising, and this current generation in gaming just can't afford it, really. Like,
And recession, yeah.
especially with
Okay,
Square Enix. I wanted to get on with them.
Yeah, but I like Sleeping
Yeah,
Dogs.
but
I
I'm
generally
just
don't
gonna
find
say
it
that-
bad.
They did really well the last couple of games they've done, but it's all just been considered so low for some reason. Like Sleeping Dogs,
Tomb
they
Raider.
should be happy. They should be
Then
happy
again,
that it at least sold 500,000, not over the million it already did. They should have been happy with that, but I don't know how they can consider it a failure.
And Tomb Raider, when Vice posted the low sales, and it was like they expected to sell 18 million between all them games, and then they'll just like Tomb Raider sold 3.4 million copies in like the first week or two, and they're like that was lower than their estimate. I'm like 3.4 million's lower than your estimate, yet most games don't even sell that much. Like the lower
Yeah,
games
like
don't
They're
even
very
sell that
lucky
much
to have sold that many.
yeah, like take Platinum Games or Grasshopper Manufacture. It would be a fucking miracle if they could ever sell that much. But and there's just companies like Square Enix and EA that if it's below, I don't know, 5 million, then it's considered an
I
instant
mean,
failure.
what is basically
I can understand with
in the space of 2 weeks, it sold half of what Call of Duty sells in a week when it's launched, which isn't bad, considering Call of Duty is the biggest game out there. But it isn't that
But
bad.
like the thing with Square Enix though is that like the thing with Square Enix though, they're holding themselves to a higher standard, which they held for that standard since like 98, 99 when Final Fantasy VII came out, which I believe is could be wrong, but I believe it still holds all the records for the most copies ever sold and like others stuff like that, which is like Square
That's
Enix is
because
looking
people
for
are still
another
buying
Final
it in
Fantasy VII.
theory. They still get a PS1 and buy Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, but I still have my copy of Final Fantasy VII, fully intact and everything.
This is
just
off topic. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was completely done with my rant.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna buy a new game today. I know, and I'll have something else to talk about for months.
Yeah, I'm gonna get something this week. It's either gonna be Luigi's Mansion 2 or Bioshock Infinite, and I'll definitely talk about that.
If I had the money, I would get a game this week. But I don't, so I can't.
I'm buying a GameCube.
Yes,
That's why the
games
fuck
are
not.
amazing. I've had a weird moment the other day with it. Like I was just searching my old stuff, and I saw my GameCube. I don't have it around with me anymore because I've got the Wii now, and Wii can play game games anyway. I cuddled it, and told her I miss her.
That's... You should go get help.
I don't need help.
That is a lovely
Nintendo
story.
needs help. Nintendo needs to make GameCube again.
Still a better love story than Twilight.
Alright, I'm going. Right, whatever.
Well, that's us done.
That's it. That's this podcast finished.